Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit, and joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro's Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That is right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're hanging out in the Adafruit live broadcast chat channel on Adafruit's Discord server. If you'd like to say hello, questions, memes, banter, general chats, we're hanging out there. The invite code to that is adafruit.gg/discord. There's my banner right up there. We'll take a moment to welcome everybody to the show. We got lots of fun stuff. We got some useful projects this week, but a mix of fun projects. Lots of community makes. We got a time lapse, some shop talk, all that, and more on 3D Hangouts.
Ooh.
Yoo-hoo. This is episode 419. It is October 25th, 2023. Very close to Halloween. I'm wearing my Halloween attire. Pedro, you are also kind of Halloween-y.
I'm an alien.
You're an alien. There you go. Go with it. Both Disney themed, as usual. All right. Good morning to Duester, Vince, Squid.jpg, Rosin, Johnny. Hello, hello. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Let's go ahead and jump into the morning housekeeping with Adafruit freebies. This week it's updated. Go to adafruit.com/free for all the details. These lovely goodies get added to your cart automatically. First up, we have orders that are $99 or more. You'll get a free PCB coaster with a gold Adafruit logo. If your order is $149 or more, look at that, it's right there. If your order is $149 or more, they accidentally sent you one?
Yeah, you know how when we put orders in, they're not supposed to send us the free stuff.
I want one. I haven't got one yet.
It's very nice. I think it's thicker than the other ones.
Really?
It's like 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters.
I think I'll pick one up then. Back to the
very nice.
$149.
If you don't get one free, just buy one.
Right, just buy one. Pedro says it's very good. Frame it and put it on your wall. There it is. You get a free one. It's $100. Yeah, while supplies last, of course. If your order is $149 or more, you'll get that PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's that lovely RP2040 dev board with all the fancy features. If your order is $199 or more, you'll get free ground shipping from UPS and continental US only, the KB2040 and the PCB coaster. And if your order is a whopping $299 or more, you'll get all that plus a Circuit Playground Express. Remember, all these get automatically added to your order, so no need to add any special coupons. Or you could use our coupon and get 10% off your order. This week, it's USB-C. And you'll find out why once we jump into this week's project. Let's
see, we used to do a little bit on signing up to the Adafruit Daily for all the newsletters. I put the link into that. And then the Adafruit Jobs. I think there's just one listing right now for shipping. And that's going to be local in New York. So I just posted the links to that really quick. I think we can jump into this week's project.
All right.
Should be a quick show.
Yeah.
Unless the prototypes take up all of the time, which maybe they will.
Maybe. So this week, we wanted to make a 3D printed case for our lovely new handy dev. It's not a dev board. It's a Breakout. This is the HUSB238 Power Delivery Breakout. This is a handy little device that lets you take your device's wall warts like this and turns it into a USB-C device. So we created a little 3D printed case. It's a little snap fit case. The PCB gets secured with these machine screws, and then you have a top that snap fits. It has little additive features here. We got little labels, so USB, so you know it's over here. And this is very handy, a plus and a minus to let you know where the voltage and ground is. You also got access to the screw block terminals there. But this is a really nice PCB. It's very, very small. But hey, USB-C power delivery. USB-C can deliver up to 100 watts on certain devices, 20 volts, and 3 amps on this guy. It's got a special feature that it has I2C control, so you can programmatically make this output whatever voltage you want for those devices that may have some weird voltage requirements. There are some devices that want 16 volts or 17 volts, and you have the option to either control that voltage through I2C with a microcontroller, or just use these jumpers to make it a fixed voltage. Here in this particular one, this is a wall adapter for a Arturia key step USB controller / synthesizer. And here on the wall wart, you can see that it wants it's putting out 12 volts at 1 amp. And here's another important part. It has a center positive right there. So each one of these are going to be different. So if you don't know, you'll want to double check with a multimeter to make sure that that this is going to be correct. So we cut the cable and wired it up into the screw block terminal. So now we can connect USB-C cable here, and then to power the device, we can use a USB PD. That's the power delivery. They're basically those high voltage USB-C power supplies. But this allows you to kind of use a USB-C cable, so you can get rid of this wall wart. And we think it would be useful if you actually lose your wall adapter. You want to get rid of it and stick with the USB PD power supply. It's a good kind of thing for that. So we have the case together. We put that together. Let me showcase the Learn Guide. So if you head on over to the Learn Guide, let me queue up that. Here is the Learn Guide. We got a nice little video that kind of talks about that. In this, this is actually showcasing how you can control the voltage over I2C using a dev board. In this case, we got the Metro M7. It's got a stemma port, and then we're just using the pins here with some jumper cables to control it. So in this demo code, it's like switching every second or two a different voltage, which is kind of interesting. But that just showcases that you can programmatically change it, which is kind of neat. So we have a prerequisite guide that you'll want to check that out if you want more information on the Breakout. It has a pinouts page, and then CircuitPython and Arduino libraries so that you can communicate with it using a Breakout. But it's all the information is here. We have a couple of parts here. If you want to pick up a multimeter, if you don't have one, or a USB-C to USB-C cable, we have those in the shop. You will need 2 screws to secure the PCB, just so that it's very secure. You want to use these metal screws. And then, of course, you can pick up a USB PD power supply from your favorite online realtor. Here's one that we have. It's from a good brand. Anchor is a pretty good brand. And this one is, I think, up to 100 watts. And, these are mainly for like charging big devices like a laptop, an iPad, all these things here, all of the gadgets that want like fast USB charging. This is the power supply you want to get. We don't carry one in the Adafruit store. Maybe we will. But this is kind of nice when it has both USB type A and 2 USB-C ports. And it has a little flippy prong. That's nice for traveling. So that's one. Pedro, you have a different one, I believe.
I didn't bring mine out.
Okay.
I think it's like the 30-watt little ones, and then the laptop ones.
Yeah, they're great to have. So definitely pick one up. We have STLs, step file, and a Fusion 360 file. If you want a model of the Breakout, you can get that as well. We have that on our CAD Parts GitHub repo. It's a nice little breakout board, 2 mounting holes. It's really nice to mount because you got mounting holes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty small. The case is pretty small. I thought to maybe add mounting tabs to the sides if you want to secure it down to a surface, because USB-C cables can be kind of thick, and they can kind of keep the case from being flush on the surface or something. So you can modify the case if you want something more, but I figured it'd just be nice to make it a square and have those holes for the wires and all that. So pretty simple assembly. You just secure it down and snap at the case. The labels are really nice. I'm so glad I put labels because it's pretty handy to know where the USB port is, and of course the voltage and ground. For usage, here we are showcasing how we went about converting our wall adapter into a USB-C wall adapter. So here's just some handy tips on making sure that your power supply is telling you what the proper requirements for your device, whatever it may be. So we showcase cutting the wires, stripping them with wire strippers. For this particular demo, we want to fix the voltage. So that's why we're using the solder jumper. You do want to cut the 5-volt trace first and then solder your desired voltage. Here we're doing 12 volts because the wall adapter says so. And then here we have a little GIF of showing how to use a multimeter using continuity mode to test what is ground and what is voltage. Once you figure that out, you can use the screw block terminals to secure those wires. A quick note, a lot of the times you'll see, let me full screen that. A lot of times you'll see this white little dashes on the cable. That means normally it means it's a voltage wire. So that's a good tip there. If you don't know, then you know. And then the ground is of course the other cable. But there are markings on the back of the PCB, and that's why I thought it was important to kind of put that here too, so you know always what's the right voltage and what's ground. So that's just a little tip there. But back to the Learn Guide. Oh boy, here I go. Playing charades. That's pretty much it. You use a USB PD power supply and then a USB-C cable, and now your device should power on if you have everything correct. Very cool. So this is a pretty neat keyboard. It's called the KeyStep Pro. It has some nifty features like being able to control Euro rack modules using CV control or control voltage, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Pedro, you had a story that you want to share.
Yeah. So I just used it as a backup to, I think did we used to stock these fans for the fume extractor?
I think we still do.
Oh yeah, so it works perfect for that. Instead of having this big old wall wart that is taking up 2 spaces on my outlet, it was super easy to convert it to that. I just chopped off or actually sell the barrel jacks in the store as well. So I just twisted it up and installed it into the terminal. And because of the extension cord has USB cables right on there, I could just use that. So it definitely frees up a lot of space, makes everything nice and tidy for having a nice little, instead of having a wall wart that's taking up 2 spaces, you're just having this tiny little guy power everything.
I can't seem to find the fan. Maybe
I started looking too. Yeah, maybe we didn't get it here. But yeah, this is a big old jumbo. I think it was just PC fan. Maybe was the name of it.
Yeah, I'm searching for
PC.
All fans, including discontinued ones, and I'm not seeing it. So we'll have to divert from that and just say any, desktop 12-volt fan.
And that worked pretty good.
That's a good, yeah, that's a good little solution there.
I love how small you can make this. I did try it on, I think, the humidifier, but that wanted like 4 amps. So
yeah. So so the max is 3 amps. Max is 20 volts. But we think that's a good range of things.
Yeah. I'll have to try it on the one of the Korg pianos you left here. So
yeah, just make sure that the barrel jack, because I think the synthesizers tend to have different center positive versus center negative barrel jacks.
Yeah.
So just double check your power supply. If you lost your power supply, maybe you can find a manual and see what thing it wants. So yeah, and then we have, of course, all sorts of barrel jacks, DC jack that have screw block terminals. So something like this is always handy, so that you don't have to cut your wire, and you have like nice positive and negative labels on it. I think we have all sorts of different DC jacks. So if your device uses a DC jack, oh, this is a nice one, a 4-way that has all the different sizes or something. Or maybe it's just regular. I think we have one that has all the sizes, right?
Yeah.
There's some weird ones too, like this one, like a 5.5 converter.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
Use those for the LED lights.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Or the panels, LED panels.
Yeah. Here's another converter, 1.7 millimeter. Don't we have one that's like an array of DC jacks?
That's the one I was thinking of when you first said it. Has like the whole, like a kit. There it is.
Yeah.
No, they're bananas.
No, that's banana panels. There it is.
There it is.
30-piece set. And then you can swap them out, right? Oh, they all work with 2.1 barrels. So you can always convert. Jesus, there's so many. Here's them all 30 of them. Lenovo laptop has their own kind, but basically every measurement. So there's options out there.
Good question by Taith on the if you solder the 5-volt jumper, can you still control it via I2C?
I believe so.
Like after you bridge joints, are you able to still programmatically?
I'm not sure. I haven't tested that. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to try that out. Good question though. Okay. Other than that, maybe it says here. You might have to take out the jumper, I think, because it's kind of hardware, right? So you probably have to,
like it would overwrite it.
Yeah, you'd have to.
It's a physically connected.
Yeah, I think so. So you'll probably have to just get rid of the jumper, which is kind of easy. You just resolder, and it's actually easier to unbridge something than to bridge it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anywho's, that is that's what we got. It's a pretty handy breakout board. Yeah, I haven't seen something like this before, so it's pretty new and handy. So check it out if you need one. We still have them in stock, and if you want to use our coupon code, you get 10% off. Where is that coupon code? Using USB-C. That's why we called it USB-C. In our adventures, in our trials to make everything USB-C. There we go.
All right. Make sure I have a background you can barely see for the prototyping section.
Yeah.
Bigger. Oh, I can barely see it. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's prototyping. What's that?
What were you trying to see?
No, I was trying to show the background, but I'm like completely covering it. I just wanted to.
Oh, looks good.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this week's What Are We Prototyping? We have a nice little display for all of the new screens coming out. This one is for the 3.4-inch display. This is the TTL that is being powered by the Qualia board. So this has an ESP32S3 on the back here. and it can power a bunch of the new side screens that we have. So we have like the rounded ones. We have the, what did I say? The 4-inch, 3-inch, oh my God, too many. I feel so bad. I had to get rid of like so many of our old displays because there was just no more room. So all the updated ones are now in its place. And this one has the touch screen on it. So the challenge with this one was just getting the framing right, because the touch goes beyond the frame, so all of the touch goes all the way out there. So the way that this is mounted is with this extra little this is called like a, I don't want to take it out. Let me grab one of the other ones right here. So it's this little frame that is holding in the display, and that just plops right on top like that to have the standoff. So you can align that to the cutouts. So not completely aligned yet. Still gonna scooch it over by 1 millimeter or so you can have access for the, what are these, the up, down, and reset buttons, and of course your USB-C to power that guy on. One of the cool things that I like about this is the way that the design for this is. So instead of pushing this board all the way out because you don't have enough room with the ribbon cable, I know we have extensions for it, but it doesn't make sense since it's just a little bit that I need to extend it forward. I instead pushed the geometry inwards so I wouldn't have to mess with having an extension for the ribbon cable. And then you don't have to, hopefully I don't have to have like little pins for the buttons so that'll reach down to actuate. So the button can be the button itself. So I can reach all the way down in there. And of course you have all your port openings. So really cool way to get your geometry. Just punch it in, have that be closer to the ports you want it to be over. And then this just slides in like that. The construction for that, just having the outlines for, to get out of the way of your geometry, and then having space for the actual ribbons. Whole reason I don't want to take it out is because I'm scared of the way that this ribbon cable feels pretty fragile. So definitely be careful with that. And just having enough space for like the touch controller and all that to fit in there nice and snug, but not where it's difficult to remove or you'll damage the component. So it's gonna get the CircuitPython on there. Right now it's just running the Arduino example. It looks kind of scary because it looks breaking on me.
Really? It ships with demo code to make sure that it works, I suppose. But there is some demo code out there in the product learn guide for the Qualia S3 board. It's pretty cool. I like the all-in-one enclosure. It's very nice.
Yeah, there's even room for like a LiPo, but I forgot that's not a battery port.
Yeah, it's meant to be battery powered because okay.
Yeah.
But you could put a sensor or something in there if you wanted to like do humidity, temperature, air quality, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, this could be a air quality sensor with a stemma port here.
There's room for maybe
some other analog here.
Yeah, you can do a sensor or a button. You can make bigger buttons, I think. Toggle switch, something. You can use that 3-pin JST port to do button input and other things. If you don't like the onboard buttons. But this display is
it's a touch screen, so I don't know, maybe some sort of can't get a browser on there, right? Like to control IO or something, or whippersnapper or something.
Yeah, whippersnapper weather display would be kind of cool. Since you do have an ESP on there, but this is the display itself. It's pretty thin. This one's the no touch screen.
Yeah, I wanted the touch just for to figure out how to get the framing around it. Was what Lamar was concerned about, making sure that fit in there.
This is the touch screen. Folks are snatching them up. They're 21 in stock.
I'm gonna do the rounded and the bar ones next. I know they're still working or getting the code for it to.
We still have
properly
these in stock. This is the no touch screen. Where's the Qualia?
2.4, the feathered TFT one. Work on that one after.
Qualia's in stock right now, so if you want to pick that up.
Yes, pick them up. It's an awesome little board. I like where the mounting holes are.
Yeah, the mounting holes are great. We have a 3D model of the quality board too that you can use.
Yeah.
It's already up there. The product learn guide has all the demos and things you could try out. There's some CircuitPython internet test, and then there's the CircuitPython display setup. Here's a note: not all of them have power pins are the same, so just be careful. Be careful. But yeah,
hopefully I did that correctly.
yeah, we'll come up with something cool.
I
think
that's what I was going to say. Yeah, for the chat room, I need ideas. What can this prop wise, theme wise?
What else? It needs to be a weather display, because like
weather display,
the old weather display,
of some sort. What
or some sort of I/O, Adafruit I/O display.
Oh, I meant beyond that. I meant more of like the case design.
Oh, the case design.
What can it be?
Something mid-century modern.
What is coming out?
Something mid-century modern. Like think of Loki or Severance or what's that Moon Show on Apple Plus? There's a Moon Show, and there's all sorts of fun 1950s mid-century modern influences. Like it's pretty hot. All right, well that's pretty cool.
Probably Loki then. Something from the like a 70s-esque design. What I'll look at
70s or computers, like the future of the 50s. I guess real quick, prototype, and then we'll do shop talk.
Yes.
So I am in the middle of this. This is a LED noodle tree. I think I showed it last week. I got a topper. Pager's got one printed too. The idea here is to have 8 LED noodles. I have a mix of red and green. I'm going to wire these up. But I'm using the LED driver and an RP2040 Cutie Pie. The LED driver is the AW9523 I might be wrong there. But that's all housed here in the bottom. That's connected over Stemma QT. So it's really easy to hook that up. And then I'm planning to wire all of the noodles to the various pinouts on the LED driver. On the top here, you can see I have all of the pin. Oh, it's not in focus. All the pins here, I'm going to have to solder them together, so they're all going to share voltage, and then the grounds are going to connect to the individual ground pins, or rather the individual controller pins on the LED driver, so I can do some animations. But it's a pretty cool kind of design, and the LED noodles just press fit into these channels, so they're easily installed. And then, we'll just have to solder these things up together. But I'm playing around with different covers. So this one has like a little snowflake, and then trying to get kind of fancy with the holder here. So here you can see the Cutie Pie's USB-C port here for powering. It'll be a desktop powered thing. And then to hide the wires here, I have this little press fit topper, and then this little Adafruit star. I thought about having like one of those fancy LEDs on top here, but it'd be hard to.
Which fancy LED?
We have these called deluxe. There's like a skull, there's a cat, there's feet, spears, triangles. I was going to do that, but honestly, I think it'll be challenging to get like two wires to pass through here and then down in here, because I do have to solder all these together and then have one wire that is sharing the voltage connections all the way down. That's why I have a center hole here, because that's going to pass the main wire. So I'll have to sort all that out. I'm doing this fairly early because I have time to fail. I have time to prototype it. So I have about a month.
No, Christmas is already here, man.
I know. That's why I'm working on it now. It's been challenging to kind of come up with this like channel fit.
Oh yeah, this is. I don't even know how you came up with the.
It's a combination of using the coil tool in Fusion along with the pipe tool, offsetting things, circular patterns, all sorts of features in Fusion, and then printing it in translucent filament. There's no supports for this, which is crazy because the way it just is.
Yeah.
So that is a work in progress. I really like the color changing filament you got going on there for the topper. That's really nice.
Like the oil spill, huh?
It just looks iridescent to me. Oil spill sounds kind of gross. I wouldn't say that, but it just feels magical.
Yeah. The I didn't cut the filament like I said it was, so you could see it's like 3, but I'm looking at this color. It looks like there's 4 colors.
Yeah, it does. It's a
There's
really
the,
nice
let me see,
blend there.
yellow, green, blue. That goes into the purple and the red.
That
And
is
the
so
dark
cool.
yellow.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's called Rosy Matte.
Yeah.
I saw this, and I think it was on Colts. They printed Oogie Boogie, and it
Oh yeah.
looks like the the 2D effect where you could see like the green and the red,
Right.
where it's
Yeah.
like fuzzy static
Yeah.
looking
That's what it looks
TV.
like.
I was like, whoa, that looks like glitchy, like fuzzy, like 90s
Could you drop a
TV.
link to the filament while I
Yeah.
showcase the little Adafruit thing here? Let me do full screen. This is a little Adafruit tree topper. I used it in one of our LED desktop trees that I did a while ago with the NeoPixel, or maybe it was a Circuit Playground Express. But yeah, this is a fun little no support. You can print 2 of them and then like glue them together. But I printed it at 0.1 millimeter layer height, so it's got like a little bit more resolution. But it's got some curve to it. It's pretty nice. So if you want a little Adafruit star for your Lego, it seems to work pretty well. But that's what we're using for the top of the tree right now. Yeah. Look at Adabot just kind of waving it around like a cheerleader. Pretty nice. So other than that, that is what I'm prototyping. I think we're going to shift gears and take a look at not community makes shop talk. I think I want to give a shout out to Tyeth, who posted a 3D model of the 3.2-inch touch bar display.
Nice.
Give me time to review this. Tyeth has a step file, which is awesome. Excellent. They sketched on top of what looks like the datasheet, which is really great. So I'll try this out and bring it into the 3D CAD parts GitHub repo. So again, shout out to Tyeth for posting this up. I think it'll work. I have one here. I think you have one on order, Pedro. So
No, I have one here. Yeah, I
try
have one
it
here.
out.
Yeah, that'll be the next one.
We
I
can
only
try
did
it.
this. That's what Lamar requested.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to use this too. This bar display. So shout out to Tyeth for posting that up. I will take a moment to review it after the show, and then if it's all good, I'll bring it into the CAD parts repo.
Awesome. Yeah, Taith did have a question. I forgot. He was asking about the overlap for the front cover of the touch panel. I just look at where you can kind of see where it begins and where it ends. So that's what I did. I just measured how much. You can see where the panel starts and where the touch, like beyond, like the mapping for the overlay for the touch display. You can see where it is. You can just measure it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Right.
2.4, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I did. You can look at at an angle and see where the screen stops.
Yeah.
I just measure it from there.
Yeah. I guess it's not in the data sheet, maybe?
I think it is, but physically
change, yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed sometimes the data sheet will say something, but then the way it's manufactured, it might get scooched over a little bit.
Yeah, they have tolerance leeway, so they could always shift.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I'm sure it's good.
Viewability too. That's another thing you got to think of too. If you're viewing it like below or above, you might want to add a chamfer to it so that the viewability, you can still see like downwards or depending on the angle that you're looking at. So I have noticed that. So you can go a little bit towards the blink,
the bleed
display part. Yeah, the bleed. You can add more bleed to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Talking like publishing terms here. The bleed.
Well, it kind of is, how much viewport can you see in the screen? You always want a little bit of extra gap. So that's why I'm looking at my iMac, and it does have a little bit of extra gap, just a tiny bit. You can see that black outline on this iMac. So you definitely want to have a little bit of extra.
Yep. Depending on the angle and all that.
Okay.
Let's see, where did this come through? Oh, on Twitch. Taith is saying, okay, you covered the glass panel, but avoid the touch area.
The datasheet model includes it. Excellent.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Thank you again, Taith, for posting that up. I will try it out and bring it in. Cool. If anyone,
the link to the tri-filament as well.
And thanks. I'm gonna pick some up.
If you want to.
Yeah. If you want to get any of the 3D models, of course, you can get the individual parts. I just added the HUSB238 Breakout right here. Just as a refresher, if you just want one part and not the whole repo, you can always come up here. Where did it go? Did they change things again? Add file. They used to have a download file thing. Maybe you have to click on the individual file. And yeah, there's a little icon here. Download raw file. And that'll let you download the file, whichever one you want. STLs have like a STL viewer, which is kind of neat. So you can always take a look at the model before you download it. This one includes the screw block terminal. But if you get the step file or the fusion file, you can always turn that off if you want to just... Because it is, look how tall it is. That can affect your enclosure. If you want it really thin, little profile, you want to get rid of that. Yeah. So we have options. But yeah, I'll add parts as we get to them. If you have part requests, you could always add your part request. I have a little bit of a backlog right now, but I'll get through it. And we have a lot of parts. Check it out. And that is this week's Shop Talk. All right. Are we ready for the time lapse?
Let's see this week's community makes.
I muted it. A mug chomp by KrakDrag. This is a print in place.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing with Mario Wonder. Do they actually have rainbowy chomps? I have not checked.
I don't know. I need to pick up the game though.
I know. This is so cool. It's like a bear trap.
Yeah, I like we got a dino mug to go with the theme. I don't know. It just matches.
Oh yeah, it's just the mug I was using that morning. But yeah, this is a really cool like bear trap. So it's like weight activated. As the platform pushes down, you can see that these two little guys are moving each side of the chompers.
Sorry.
Dang, I wish this model was like rounded out because I did I did chomp myself several times.
Oh, that's fun.
So there's like a little cylinder on here that aligns with that little key.
Oh, I see.
So it doesn't rotate. And then you can see there the way it's just pushing down on it. And then that lever.
Yeah, it's just pushing the lever. All right. Still pretty cool. And a lot of it is print in place.
Yeah, this is all print in place. Even the chains, they print at an angle. Whoa, am I cutting out?
Yeah, you're going a little slow there.
No problem.
I don't know. Let me... Persevere.
Was that me?
Yeah, you're out for some reason. Your main camera.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, while you fix that, I'll talk about the design on Colts 3D. Yeah, go ahead, reload. So this is a paid model on Colts 3D. It's only $1.70 euros, maybe not €1 euros. But you can, it'll convert. You can buy it for whatever the conversion is. Crack Design is the designer again. I think it has some really nice images. You can paint it, I suppose.
Yeah. Have to paint the eyes.
Yeah.
I love the little chain part back here. It's so
yeah,
cool.
It's pretty cool.
The little spikes on it. And definitely wanted to try out the tricolor filament just because of all the trippiness that I've seen in Mario Wonder. So I wanted to continue that with this crazy
dream
glitch. Yeah, pipe dream.
Yeah, it is very glitchy. Is that the same filament that you used for the tree topper?
Yeah.
It looks like there's some more striations on that. Is that just because of the model? Or...
I don't
Just
know, but it is complete.
arrangement.
It looks like it is completely striated. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Not
is
way
kind of
better
cool.
than that one.
Yeah.
You can see the difference in it. It's like so smooth on this one, but this one it's like every couple layers it's like a different color. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the size of the model, or maybe it's like twisting like as it's going down into the extruder.
This is the filament, yeah. You
That
posted
is
it
it
up.
right there.
Looks gorgeous. Yeah, I'm gonna pick some up. This is great. Oh, look, a Christmas tree. Haha.
There you go.
Wow. So many colors.
Yeah, so it's like
I really
4
like
colors.
these colors.
All right.
Yeah.
And how much was
They
it?
call it
30
multi-colors. Tri-colors. 3-in-1 chrome co-extrusion.
No, it
Magic.
is that matte, the matte PLA, which is
Wait,
not the strongest. This one's definitely better than other ones we've had before. It is a little easy to like chisel, so it is easy like to work with if you want to like with an X-Acto knife, you know, sort of removes like oozing and stuff like that. But
I'm
otherwise, it's pretty
surprised.
good.
I'm surprised it's not shiny.
It is not shiny. Yeah, it's matte.
It looks shiny though.
Oh,
Especially with the light casting on it.
yeah,
It looks like it's shiny.
it's matte.
Wow. It looks shiny. I like it. I'm gonna get some.
No, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm for sure. And it has good quality. Not too much string or whatnot.
I'm guessing it was because it was this model, but this was stringy. And then the settings that I was using, that might have had something to do with it, because I tried printing out this tree and it completely failed.
Right.
So doing the infill, under traveling inside of Cura, it's what the heck is it? Retraction on for the retraction only within, not with outer model, I think is what I told you, right?
Yeah, let me look at your text. It says under extrusion, set combing mode to not on outer surface.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So the combing mode, that's what it was.
Combing mode set to not on outer surface. Okay. Yeah, some of the verbiage on Cura is like not on. Why couldn't you just say?
They need illustrations. They need illustrations to go along with that.
Yeah. All right, but cool. Very good. Kind of shop talk-ish.
Like double negative crap.
New filament. This color changing filament is always nice, especially for printers that are only one extruder, single extruders. Like I really like these type of dual tone prints. Yeah. It's all the rage. And to have it matte, that's pretty good, because some of the silky stuff can be brittle and break. Yeah. But this stuff tends, I guess it's good. No, clog free, smooth. PLA, just regular PLA. Should be low warp, easy printing. So I'm going to try that out. I would like to see the bottom base here printed in that color. I have like this silver color, and I kind of want some more color to it. Hey, there goes my tip. There it goes.
It might look like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of cool.
Wait.
It's not like paint where it'll like mix together.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah, this is just copper, silky copper from like eSun, which is okay, but I kind of want more color.
Yeah. All right. I think that is all for the show, right?
No. We have a ton of community makes. It should take up the rest of the time.
Oh, geez, I see it.
Yeah. So again, time lapse. You can purchase the STLs because it is a paid model, but check it out. We think it's a fun one. All right, off to community makes. This week we have a make of our print in place owl that has a spinny head. This was posted up by Travis. They said they printed it in blue silk, scaled it to 60%, and it works great. Sweet. Yeah, because it's kind of big. So let me reload. Get it big. Uh-oh. It's not loading a full image. You're going to have to just look at this. What's going on with the internet, huh? So, looks great. It's a nice owl. Check it out. After that, we have a post from Broke Jet Fixer. They posted up their make of the lightsaber RP2040, printed in PLA Plus on an Elgo Neptune 4 printer. Cannot wait to finish the electronics. And printed in this lovely black filament. Looks very shiny and very nice. After that, we have the Master Sword RP2040. This is the updated Master Sword with a prop maker feather. This is posted up by LJ Silver. They said, made it for my granddaughter, and she loves it.
Nice.
I'm not sure if the electronics are in there, but it looks great. In this, they painted the little golden details. Looks good. And it's good for the kids. It's kid size, as you can see. It's still big for the kids.
It's harder to break.
And it's harder to break. It's nice and thick. Excellent. After that, we have a Pi badge. This is posted up by Code Ninja's Amelia Island. Works great. Did a remix for a thicker wall on the front face.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason it was thin was so you could have that translucency.
Right. But if you don't want that, you can, yeah. Thicker is fine. Cool. After that, we have something from Facebook. I'm a part of the annual pass holders.
Oh, I saw this.
Right? I'm a part of the annual pass holder group. It's kind of a private group, I guess. It's public, but you have to get like accepted or something. But anyway, Michael posted up their make of the Epcot Spaceship Earth ball with WLED and a cutie pie. So it just looks super cool, especially with that Vernoi vase in the background. It looks really cool.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's nice. Again, I serendipitous, I just saw it because I'm a part of the group, and I was like, hey, check it out. And folks are asking how they did it, and you can get the link in there if you see it. After that, we have another make. This time, Jennifer Simpson. Really nice, easy print. Thanks for sharing. And this one did load. It's in that. It looks like a copper, like kind of like how the topper is. So odd at full scale. Super cool owl. If you're into owls, check it out. It's fun. It's nice to play with the head because it spins. It's fun. Print in place, no supports. And then over on Thingiverse, we got a make of the Halo Energy Sword, posted up by MJ Heat. They remixed it for a battery holder. Yeah, and an EL inverter. So you can see here, they post-processed their handle parts.
Wow.
And here it is on, kind of open though. So they kind of have a really long strand of EL wire. They got a really good photo of it. Here it is. I think there's some extra details added. Maybe that looks like a push
button. Yeah.
Turn on the inverter so you don't have to open it.
Cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Super sweet model. There it is on. Can I full screen? Yeah.
Tron-esque.
It looks very bright.
Yeah.
Or EL wire to look that bright. Either the camera
maybe
got a really good shot of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a low,
fresh batteries
exposure, a long exposure maybe. So it looks fantastic. It just looks really cool. It almost looks like LED noodles. That would be one hell of an LED noodle, like that long. I think we have long noodles though.
The meter one.
Yeah. They said, made one for my nephew just in time for Halloween. Opted to use EL wire, continuous light instead of the dotted lines of LED strips. It's very dim. Still should be good for nighttime Halloween. Had to modify the handle to fit the new controller with batteries. To improve the strength of the blades, I mixed up some 2-part clear epoxy and poured coating inside each blade half. This made the blades much stronger than super glue alone. Plus, it's still soft. I laid out the EL wire and pressed it into the soft epoxy. Oh, good. Very pleased with the results. Thanks for sharing. Printed on an Ultimaker.
Nice.
2+ with different types of filament. Super cool. Yeah, this is like a legacy 2015 project. Still kicking. Very nice. And the last one to round off the show, we got the remix from R2H2 posted up on Printables. It's their NeoPixel jewel holder for the lightsaber. So instead of using a tube, you can have like a more of a flashlight. So this little holder is remixed to hold, house the NeoPixel jewel, and then you can still use the prop maker because it's a NeoPixel. So you get all the same benefits.
Awesome.
a little bit less, so you get a nice flashlight out of it instead of like this long tube. So a little bit easier build, I think, but pretty cool. Thanks for posting that up again from R2H2, and that is this week's community makes. Ooh. Thank you everybody so much for posting your makes. They came in like last minute too. Like I added these last minute. Huh. So a lot of makes. People are back to making. I think this is a good season to get projects made. All right. If you want to pick up anything in the Adafruit shop, discount code is HUSBC. We got lots of things back in stock. More things coming. New products on the horizon. Tonight is 2 shows, back-to-back shows, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Show and Tell. We invite you to come on. You can come on and join, share your project by going to the Adafruit Discord channel. Or about 10 minutes before, Mr. Late Ada will post up a link to the StreamYard, and you can join in. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Ask an Engineer with Lamar and Phil. I believe Lamar and Phil will be hosting the Show and Tell as well. Yeah. Tomorrow is JP's workshop. And then Friday is a deep dive with, I think Scott. He's been doing up the recent weeks, the deep dives. So you can always tune in on Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific or 5 p.m. Eastern. What else?
I think that is
gonna do it. Yeah. Well, thank you everybody so much for joining us during the live show. And for folks watching on the archive, we appreciate everybody. I think that's it. Any other stuff? What's next week?
I don't know.
I think we might take a break so we can catch up on documenting current ongoing projects.
Do another countdown.
Yep, we can do another countdown. Next week will be November. So have a safe, happy Halloween. You can always start your Halloween projects now, and you'll be early for next year.
Oh, wow. It's on Tuesday.
What's that? Yeah, it's next Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Oh, my God.
And then Wednesday is November 1st. So really, I don't know. Do you feel like...
man, the year's almost over.
Yeah, the year's almost over. Lots of things. AdaBox is happening this year. So be on the lookout.
Awesome.
All right, folks. Again, coupon code HUSBC. Thanks everybody so much for watching. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to make a great day.
See you
next week. See you tonight. Wait, where's my thing? Here it is.